The first event in the sexual reproduction is gametogenesis. The production of gametes from the reproductive organs known as gametogenesis. So let us discuss today how gametes produce from the reproductive organs in humans. In that first I want to tell you spermatogenesis. In male reproductive system, how sperms produce from the testis. So the production of sperms from spermatogonial cells known as spermatogenesis, whereas in female reproductive system, the ovum, the production of ovum from the oogonial cells known as oogenesis. So first of all, we are going to discuss spermatogenesis now. So as we know, the testis contains the testicular lobules. There are several compartments in each testis. 200 to 250 compartments are available in the testis. These are called as testicular lobules. Each testicular lobules contains highly coiled tubules known as seminiferous tubules. These are known as seminiferous tubules. Each seminiferous tubule innerly arranged with a specialized epithelium known as germinal epithelium. The germinal epithelium has the cells are known as spermatogonial cells. Spermatogonial cells found in the germinal epithelium of seminiferous tubules. Spermatogonial cells are in diploid state, and these are otherwise called spermatogonial stem cells also. Spermatogonial stem cells undergo mitotic division, so they form primary spermatocytes. So this is diploid, these are in diploid state with a 46 chromosomes, and they undergo mitotic division and forms 42 chromosomes primary spermatocytes. Among the primary spermatocytes, some primary spermatocytes undergo meiotic division. So by the meiosis 1, the haploid state secondary spermatocytes will form. Haploid state secondary spermatocytes will form, whose chromosome number is 23. And furtherly, secondary spermatocyte undergo meiotic 2 division, then they form spermatids. So these are also having 23 chromosomes with N state. As simple, I want to tell you, primary spermatocyte undergo meiotic division so that 4 daughter cells, spermatids, will form. You can say in that way also, because meiotic division will take place in the 2 stages, M1 and M2, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, so that by the 2 divisions, so 4 haploid state cells will form spermatids. Spermatids modify and forms into spermatozoa, which are called as male gametes. The production of spermatozoa from spermatogonial cells known as spermatogenesis. Once a spermatozoa produced, formed, so they embed with another types of cells found in germinal epithelium known as Sertoli cells. Sertoli cells, apart from spermatogonial cells, Sertoli cells also present in the germinal epithelium. Their head part is embedded with Sertoli cells, and later they detach with Sertoli cells and release from the male reproductive system known as spermiation. See here the terminology: spermiation, spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis is a process in which sperm will produce from the spermatogonial cells. Production of sperm, releasing of sperm from the male reproductive parts known as spermiation. Spermiation, so they detach with Sertoli cells and release from the male reproductive system, and they come outside. So this is regarding spermatogenesis. Now let us discuss the hormones involved in the spermatogenesis. Hormones. So before that, I want to tell you, hypothalamus is very important endocrine part, to which pituitary gland is located. So hypothalamus region release a hormone group of hormone GnRH, gonadotropin releasing hormone. That hormone released through the portal system and stimulates the adenohypophysis of pituitary, or which we can call as anterior pituitary. It releases especially two hormones. It releases total 6 hormones. Among the two hormones, LH and FSH, which works on the reproductive organs. So LH works on the Leydig cells of male reproductive system, which are interstitial cells we can call Leydig cells. When LH works on the Leydig cells, the Leydig cells release male androgen, male sex hormones, which we all call as androgens. Androgens are male sex hormones, especially testosterone. In order to release testosterone from the Leydig cells, the Leydig cells has to stimulated by LH. To release LH from the adenohypophysis, there should be a release of the gonadotropin releasing hormone from the hypothalamus. Later, FSH also one of the hormones from the adenohypophysis, which works on the Sertoli cells. Just now I told you Sertoli cells nourishes the spermatozoa until it releases from the male reproductive system. So this is regarding hormones which helps in the spermatogenesis. Later we can see the structure of sperm. A typical spermatozoa contains 3 parts. One is head and middle piece and the tail. The head part contains haploid state nucleus, which is a genetical material, and the head part contains a sac-like structure known as acrosome, and acrosome has 3 enzymes which helps in the fertilization. The 3 enzymes are, first one, proteases. First type of enzymes are proteases and acid phosphatase and hyaluronidase. These 3 enzymes unitely helping the sperm to enter into the ovum. Such process is fertilization. So fertilization occurs by the acrosome and facilitated by 3 enzymes known as proteases, acid phosphatase and hyaluronidase. These 3 enzymes are present in the acrosome, and the middle piece of the sperm contains mitochondria. This mitochondria helps to give the energy for the movement, and the tail helps in the motion of spermatozoa. In each coitus, each time 200 to 300 millions of sperms produces from male reproductive system. Among, if 60% are active, then they are able to connect with the ovum and they are able to succeed for the fertilization. Then we can see the passage of sperm from the male reproductive system, because male reproductive system is a complex system. There are a number of organs are included in the system. So in what passage, in the what way the sperms travel, they are producing from the spermatogonial cells which are present in the seminiferous tubules. Whereas the movement, the sperms to enter outside, what is the its way? So let us discuss the passage of spermatozoa in male reproductive system. First, seminiferous tubules. Because sperms produced in seminiferous tubules, each lobule seminiferous tubules come outside with a duct, with a small tube known as retitestis. Later retitest to vasa efferentia. All the retitestis unite and form vasa efferentia. Vasa efferentia connected to epididymis. So epididymis is the coiled duct which is present outside of the just I want to draw here. So a C-shaped cup-like structure. So all the vasa efferentia connected to coiled duct known as epididymis. Then epididymis comes outside from the each testis called as vas deferens, and vas deferens connected to ejaculatory duct connected to urethra. From the urethra it enters outside, it comes outside and it may enter into vagina of a female reproductive system. This is the passage of spermatozoa in male reproductive system. This is regarding spermatogenesis. and the hormones helps in the spermatogenesis and passage of sperm in the male reproductive system. Thank you.